Charlie Brown.
Oh, hello, Barbara.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's going good. It's good. It's rainy, but you are a bright light on an otherwise dreary day, my friend.
Hey, I will take that. I am always in bloom, some might say.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yep. And that sums up our friendship.
Yep.
So, Barbara, I know you. I appreciate you being on the pod, on the VOD. Thank you for being part of our OhHello community. Thank you to those listening, to those viewing with us today. Why don't you tell us, who are you?
Jeremy, that is an excellent question. I would say I'm a very simple person. I think first and foremost, I am a mom. Some days that drives me crazy, but it's here to stay. I am a marketer. I am a connector, a builder, and a friend. And I think that kind of sums up, and I am kind of funny. I feel like that sums
I'll give you,
up.
you're a mom, a
Yep.
builder, a connector, a friend, and funny. I would just say kind of funny and funny.
Thank
So
you.
yeah, you've got five things going for you. So of those five things, what defines you, Barbara Liss? Thank you. Someone had to say your last name.
Oh, sorry. Well, it's funny. I think those are the things that do define me. I was trying to figure out how to discern between those two questions.
Really hard, I know.
'Cause I think I'm defined a little bit by who I am, but I guess also by what I believe and how I behave. And I think from that point of view, I think kindness, empathy, a little bit of sarcasm, hard work. Had a job since I was 16. I think family, that's donuts and french fries. Like there, that's it. We're done.
That's nice. That's like kindness, empathy, family, fries, fried dough. Makes sense. I respect that. I respect that.
Thank you.
How would you characterize the skill set that you're going to be sharing with the OhHello community as a mentor and as an expert?
Yeah, I think there's a couple of different things I would bring to the table. I mean, there's so many talented people out there that I know you've already talked to, and I think one of the things that has been a hallmark of my career is change and navigating change, or is it time to do something different? I'm feeling bored or stalled or not happy or frustrated, and I've made some changes. Some have been for better, some have been for worse, but I think being able to help people at various levels in their career navigate that is something that I would love to do. Kind of been there, done that. I think getting into the weeds, I love helping people look at resumes. How do just simple, silly questions, or how do I have challenging conversations? I think is the other one, whether it's with a coworker or a boss. I think there's a lot of people out there who can handle some of those harder skill things, and I would love to help people with some of the things that you might not think about, that you now have access to people to just run things by without anybody judging anything, so just a purely unbiased opinion
And
of
that's the
which
purpose.
I'd love to give.
I love that. That's the purpose of what we're building is to be able to have people come and find unbiased mentorship from people that have been there, done that. Tell us a little bit, just for a moment or so, about your career journey, places where you've been. Tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Yeah, I would say kind of have had a couple of different phases of my career. Went to business school a long time ago. I don't think the internet even existed. And that really pushed me in a marketing direction. So spent a lot of years in brand management roles with some, big companies, General Mills, PepsiCo. Spent some time at a digital agency, really as kind of Facebook and social media was taking off. I really wanted to understand what that was like. I've done some work with startups. I took a pretty big, we can, happy to walk anyone through talking about taking a risk or making a change, but I took a big risk last year and decided to try something totally different and went into the world of executive search. So I thought, how do I leverage my team building skills, my years of interviewing, my love of, chit chat and helping other people, and how do I, try something different? So
So well said. You've experienced a lot, and you've seen the internet break through. Who would have known? Who would have known?
me and Al Gore, baby.
Hopefully, you can do to others from a mentorship perspective what Al Gore has done to just from an environmental sense.
Right.
With that,
Yes.
outside of Al Gore, outside of keeping things green,
Okay, good. Yes.
what excites you about mentorship? What would you tell your younger self?
I would tell my younger self to probably find more mentors. Yes, I am going to be honest. And I think I never had early in my career mentors. I saw people around me have them, and I've heard people talk about having had them from that long ago. And maybe I was naive or just an eager, eager beaver. I had some wonderful managers and worked with incredible people, but that is one thing I kind of regret, that I didn't work hard to seek that out. And I think I've done that later on in my career. And I think the relationships that I've been able to build are so rewarding. And I think to have somebody who, again, there's no judgment, no bias, that you can pick up the phone and be like, I think I screwed up. How do I fix this? Or I think that is the most rewarding part, is the feeling unjudged and just safe. And I think all of us need somewhere where we can bounce things off of. I mean, it's just such a challenging, complex, fast-paced, up and down world these days. At least
Not,
mine is.
not even these days, just in general. And that's what you and I were talking about beforehand. Was you had said to me, it wasn't in confidence, so I can say it. You said to me, Jeremy, is it cool if I talk about my friend tours versus mentors? And so that really struck a chord for me, because I feel very similar, where I've had a lot of friends that have been friend tours versus mentors. There are a couple mentors that have had profound impact, but didn't hit me until later in life that they did. And would love for you to just pontificate a little bit more on the friend tour.
Well, thank you for allowing me to pontificate, because
That's what friends are for.
it might be one of my favorite things to do. I think in lieu of having these mentors, I was really lucky, especially coming out of business school, where I made these incredible lifelong friends who I've watched succeed and thrive, and some in similar industries than as me, some in not. And they've just become, I did not coin this term friendtor. An actual mentor of mine, Amy Jo Martin, I don't know if she coined it, but I got it from her. And it just hit so close to home. I just had lunch with a friend the other day, and one of my closest friends, but like the first 30 minutes were like, how can I help you? What can I do? And we just talked through some things that I'm going through career wise, and was just able to bounce that off of someone in that same safe space. And I think I'm so grateful that that has kind of filled that gap that maybe I never had, having multiple or even just one mentor across the road. And I think those people who know you inside and out in maybe a different way than somebody who is more of a professional mentor can also offer you a different level of advice or counsel, because they know more of the full you than maybe somebody else
So
does.
who are a few of those people?
Oh, you want me to drop
Some
some names?
shouts. Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. This is
Okay.
OhHello is about altruism. So
Yeah.
here's an opportunity for you to say, "Hey, I appreciate you." So
Oh,
would love for you to be able to give some shouts and kudos to those mentors of yours.
yeah. Well, I think first, kind of starting with the mentor piece, I think there's two people that I think of, and one is Amy Jo Martin, who I just met. Amy is the truest sense of a renegade. It's what her company is. And her one of her strong mantras is why not now? And I continue to hear that as I navigate phases of my personal life or professional life where sometimes fear gets in the way. And Amy has kind of put her I don't know, her mind and her actions where her mouth is, I guess. And I'm so grateful. She's one of those people that I'm like, wow, I can't believe I actually get to text her and I know her number. And she's just been a huge champion and supporter. And then I think in a different sense, you actually connected me to the wonderful Lisa Cochran.
I did.
And
Lisa's awesome.
Lisa is an industry vet. She's been through, she's seen a lot. I don't think she would disagree with me saying she has a big personality like I do. And sometimes finding someone who understands
She's
that
awesome.
and
Yep.
you see someone succeed in their true individual style or whatever is awesome. And Lisa's kind of been a little bit more of that professional mentor to me and has just helped me think through a lot of different scenarios, whether it's, just how do I have this conversation with a manager or how do I think about what I want to do next. She's been fantastic. And again, I have you, Jeremy Bloom, who thank for that. And then I just think in terms of friends that my friend Michelle Lorgy is who I was with the other day, incredibly successful marketer. Everybody go buy Simple Mills crackers and baking mixes.
And
And I hope she'll appreciate that with your millions of viewers, sales will skyrocket. But Michelle's just an incredible friend, business leader, mom, and I just feel so lucky to have multiple Michelles in my circle. So I almost feel bad naming her because I could be naming a ton. Elizabeth Blazer, here's a shout out to
yeah,
you,
she's
my
she's
friend.
great.
So I'm so over blessed in the friend tour space that I only hope I can kind of give back to them what they give to me.
Well, you're going to have the opportunity through OhHello.io to give back to numerous people to be able to be their friend tours
Love it.
and to give back to the communities, to the charities, to the philanthropies of your choice.
Yep.
With that said, what is a cause that's near and dear to your heart, Barbara?
So, one, I'm just really excited to be part of the OhHello community, and I love doing this stuff. So hopefully someone will pick me. But I am really excited. I'm a very dear friend of mine and also a friend tour, Julie Saliba Clower, a friend of mine from business school over 20 years ago, was diagnosed with colon cancer, stage 4 colon cancer. This is her 5-year anniversary of being diagnosed. And for anybody who knows, like, that is bleeping amazing. And there is an organization called the Wonder Glow Foundation that is a massive advocate for patients with colon cancer research. They give scholarships to kids whose parents have passed away from colon cancer. And they're just really about allowing the individual and the families to thrive. And so watching Julie just kick ass, no pun intended,
Actually,
is
pun intended for that one, but that's amazing.
right. It was pun intended.
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyway, I'm really excited to support them in any way I can.
Awesome. Well, Barbara, you rock. So excited to have you be part of the OhHello community. This is fun. Thank you for being part of the pod. Thank you to all of our listeners, followers. We appreciate you. Until the next one. Thanks, Barbara.
Bye.